170 facilities from 6 countries, where the total number of visitors was around 6,000, becoming an Asian power at international convention city ICC.
প্রবেশ গেট ভাইয়া, প্রবেশ গেট এটা জি। Hello.
Please, we are enjoying now official video of Marinetech Bangladesh Expo.
Bangladesh has embarked on a journey of transforming itself into a smart Bangladesh by 2041. Marinetech Bangladesh Expo and Dialogue is acting as a bridge for digitalization and decarbonization of Bangladesh maritime infrastructure to mitigate the SDGs 2030 and Vision 2041.
চট্টগ্রাম বন্দরকে একটা লেভেলে নিয়ে যেতে পেরেছি। মোংলা বন্দর পুনরায় পুনর্জীবিত হয়ে গেছে। আমাদের পায়রা বন্দরের কার্যক্রম শুরু হয়ে গেছে, মাতারবাড়ি গভীর সমুদ্র বন্দর। সুতরাং 5টা বন্দর নিয়ে আমরা উন্মুক্ত বিশ্বের দ্বারে।
You might be knowing that BIWT has made an agreement with BESA, and we are making a jetty in Mirsharai, where these imported cargoes will be taken to the jetty at Mirsharai.
I just want to pass this message to all that this seminar should at least give the message to our authorities that Bangladesh need to have a good chunk of this whole thing.
ExpoNet exhibition organized its 5th international edition from 27th July to 29th July in 2023 at the International Convention City Bosundhara, ICCB, Dhaka in Bangladesh. Our goal is to transform the sector as the prime foreign economic source of the country. To address the challenges of next-gen maritime trends, we aim to promote its recent initiatives and the business opportunities worldwide.
এক্সপোনেটেরকে প্রথমে আমি ধন্যবাদ দিতে চাই যে বাংলাদেশের আমরা যারা মেরিন সেক্টরে কাজ করি অথবা মেরিন সেক্টরের বাইরে যারা কাজ করে তাদেরকে প্রমোট করার জন্য যে উদ্যোগটা নিয়েছে, এই উদ্যোগের সাথে আমরা আসলে সবাইকে সাধুবাদ জানাই।
উই আর কমিটেড এন্ড উই মিন বিজনেস। ছোটবেলা থেকে আমরা দেখে এসেছি চিটাগং পোর্ট, দি কান্ট্রি মুভস উইথ আস, পোর্টের একটা মটো, এন্ড আই ফুললি এগ্রি।
2012 সালে মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রীর প্রত্যক্ষ উৎসাহ এবং প্রেরণায় আমরা বাংলাদেশ মেরিন একাডেমিতে নারী ফিমেল ক্যাডেটস শুরু করেছি, যার কয়েকজন আপনাদের এখানেই বসে আছেন। আমাদের সংখ্যা এখন প্রায় 90-এর কাছে।
The total number of ocean going ship today, 97, right? So this is the highest number the country could ever possess, total number of ocean going ships. It's not a matter of joke.
মোস্টলি পড়ি হলো নেভির যুদ্ধজাহাজ, যেটা সবচেয়ে বেশি জটিল। এবং তো আমরা 15-20টা নেভির যুদ্ধজাহাজ তৈরি করছি। আপনারা জানেন যে যুদ্ধজাহাজ বিদেশে আগে তৈরি করতাম।
But I just would like to say that world is changing. The new technologies are coming up in such a way that the new generations have to update themselves to remain updated with the overall technological changes and be with the new technology and prepare themselves for the global market.
We have to identify exactly which sector we will invite our foreign investor. As he correctly said, whoever carries the flag of Bangladesh globally, it is our pride.
The Maritime Expo and Conference is an integrated platform for showcasing both the modern technology and services and the 25 industry experts who spoke on smart ports, shipbuilding and green ship recycling, multimodal transportation, shipping business beyond boundary, and the future maritime education for the next 30 years. The Maritime Expo and Conference also had helped to network with international delegations and embassies.
যেই বাংলাদেশের স্বাধীনতার পরে মাত্র 2টি বন্দর ছিল, সেখানে এখন 4টি বন্দর, এবং আমরা আরও উদ্যোগ গ্রহণ করেছি কিভাবে এই নৌ সেক্টরকে, বিশেষ করে আমাদের মেরিটাইম সেক্টরকে আমরা আরও উন্নতি সাধন করতে পারি।
বাল্কে যেগুলি আছে, আমাদের ইম্পোর্ট বলেন, এক্সপোর্ট বলেন, আমাদেরকে জাহাজকেই করতে হয়। কাজে আজকে আমরা অত্যন্ত ভাগ্যবান যে আমাদের দেশে যে জাহাজ কোম্পানিগুলি যদিও হাতে গোনা, তারাও আজকে বিশ্ববাজারে আজকে প্রবেশ করেছে।
অর্থনৈতিক সামাজিক ক্ষেত্রে আমাদের যে উল্লম্ফন গত 1.5 দশকে, এটা খুব নিরপেক্ষভাবে যদি আপনি বিচার বিশ্লেষণ করেন এবং এই বিচার বিশ্লেষণে যদি আপনার আন্তর্জাতিক তথ্য দিয়েও বিচার বিশ্লেষণ করেন, IMF, ওয়ার্ল্ড ব্যাংক, বিভিন্ন গবেষণা সংস্থা, বাংলাদেশ 1 নম্বর দেশ দক্ষিণ এশিয়ায়।
The industry had the rare chance to re-establish their relationships with various government departments such as port authorities, Department of Shipping, BIWTA, BIWTC, Dockyard, and Shipyard operated by the Bangladesh Navy in a business atmosphere. In partnership with the Department of Shipping, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, the maritime event hosted 95 global exhibitors in 170 pavilions from 6 countries, where the total number of visitors was around 6,000. The principal sponsor of the 5th International Maritime Expo was Chittagong Port Authority, one of the main gateways for import-export trade of the country. Besides, Paira Port Authority, Bangladesh Freight Forwarders Association, BAFA, and Saif Powertech Limited participated as co-sponsors. Bangladesh Maritime is extending its operations from ocean to ocean. The nation is exploring its capacity from TEU to TEU and becoming the Asian tiger towards a safer ship recycling country. We are waiting for you to build up your next voyage of business destination from 23rd to 25th May 2024 at International Convention City Bosundhara, ICCB, Dhaka in Bangladesh. You are also welcome to attend the Next Gen Warehouse Technology Expo from 23rd to 25th May 2024 at International Convention City Bosundhara, ICCB, Dhaka, Bangladesh.
Bangladesh Shipping Corporation is a state-owned autonomous corporation in Bangladesh. It owns a number of ships and oil tankers and also charters seagoing vessels from other operators. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will enjoy BSC's official video.
1971 সাল।
এবারে সংগ্রাম আমাদের মুক্তির সংগ্রাম।
মহান নেতা জাতির পিতা বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবুর রহমানের নেতৃত্বে 30 লক্ষ শহীদের রক্তের বিনিময়ে বিশ্বের বুকে রচিত হয় স্বাধীন বাংলাদেশের নাম। নদীমাতৃক স্বাধীন দেশটির দ্রুত অর্থনৈতিক উন্নয়নের জন্য অবিরাম কাজ করেছেন বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবুর রহমান। স্বাধীনতা অর্জনের মাত্র 51 দিনের মধ্যে 1972 সালের 5 ফেব্রুয়ারি দূরদর্শী এ নেতা দেশের আন্তদেশীয় পরিবহন ব্যবস্থার উন্নয়নে গঠন করেছিলেন বাংলাদেশ শিপিং কর্পোরেশন তথা বিএসসি। প্রতিষ্ঠার মাত্র 4 মাসের মধ্যে বঙ্গবন্ধুর নিজস্ব উদ্যোগে 1972 সালে বিএসসির বহরে যুক্ত হয় জাতীয় পতাকাবাহী দেশের প্রথম জাহাজ বাংলার দূত। এরপর মাত্র 2.5 বছরে আরও 14টি সমুদ্রগামী জাহাজ যোগ হয় বিএসসিতে। দীর্ঘ বিরতির পর বঙ্গবন্ধুর সুযোগ্য কন্যা মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনার নির্দেশনায় বিএসসিকে একটি আন্তর্জাতিক শিপিং সংস্থা হিসেবে গড়ে তোলার লক্ষ্যে 32টি সমুদ্রগামী জাহাজ সংগ্রহের লক্ষ্য নির্ধারণ করা হয়। এরই ধারাবাহিকতায় বর্তমান সরকারের সময়ে চীন সরকারের ঋণ সহায়তায় 6টি নতুন জাহাজ ইতোমধ্যে বিএসসির জাহাজ বহরে যুক্ত হয়েছে। তন্মধ্যে গত 1 নভেম্বর 2018 তারিখে মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী প্রথম বাল্ক ক্যারিয়ার বাংলার জয়যাত্রা জাহাজটি ভিডিও কনফারেন্সের মাধ্যমে শুভ উদ্বোধন করেন। অবশিষ্ট 5টি সমুদ্রগামী জাহাজ বাংলার সমৃদ্ধি, বাংলার অর্জন, বাংলার অগ্রযাত্রা, বাংলার অগ্রদূত ও বাংলার অগ্রগতি। এই 6টি জাহাজ চীন থেকে নির্মাণে 1527 কোটি 66 লক্ষ টাকা ব্যয় হয়েছে। এতে 2018-19 অর্থ বছরে 55 কোটি 23 লক্ষ টাকা মুনাফা অর্জিত হয়েছে। গত 12 নভেম্বর 2019 তারিখে মহান জাতীয় সংসদে বাংলাদেশের পতাকাবাহী জাহাজ স্বার্থরক্ষা আইন 2019 পাশ করা হয়েছে। এই আইন হওয়ার প্রেক্ষিতে বিএসসি সহ বাংলাদেশের পতাকাবাহী জাহাজের ব্যবসার সুযোগ বৃদ্ধি, বৈদেশিক মুদ্রা ব্যয় সাশ্রয় এবং বাংলাদেশের নাবিকদের কর্মসংস্থানের সুযোগ সৃষ্টি হবে। নতুন 6টি জাহাজে 210 জন নাবিকের মধ্যে 13 জন নারী নাবিক কর্মরত আছেন। বর্তমান সরকারের দূরদর্শী পরিকল্পনায় ভিশন 2041, এসডিজি 2030 এবং ডেল্টা পরিকল্পনা বাস্তবায়নের লক্ষ্যে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা রাখার জন্য দৃঢ় প্রত্যয়ী বাংলাদেশ শিপিং কর্পোরেশন। মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বে এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে বাংলাদেশ শিপিং কর্পোরেশন, এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে নৌ পরিবহন মন্ত্রণালয়, উন্নয়নের মহাসড়কে এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে বাংলাদেশ।
Kondofuli Shipbuilders Limited is one of the co-sponsor of this Expo and conference. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are enjoying the last video, today's last video, Kondofuli Shipbuilders Limited official video. Please.
দেশব্যাপী 24টি মন্ত্রণালয় বা বিভাগে 97,471 কোটি টাকা ব্যয়ে 1057টি প্রকল্পের 4,644টি অবকাঠামোর ভিত্তিপ্রস্তর স্থাপন ও শুভ উদ্বোধন এবং ভূমিহীন গৃহহীনদের জন্য 5,397টি জমিসহ গৃহ হস্তান্তর কার্যক্রমের শুভ উদ্বোধন ঘোষণা করছি।
Thank you, Kornopuli Shipbuilders, being the major part of this event. Now I request today's chief guest, Rear Admiral Mr. Khurshid Alam, Honorable Secretary, to come on stage, and also request today's special guest, Her Excellency Mrs. Mary Masdoupoui, Ambassador of the Republic of France, His Excellency Mr. Said Ahmed Maruf, High Commissioner of Pakistan, and Mr. Bernd Spanier, Deputy Head of Mission Delegation of the EU to Bangladesh. Please come on stage. Please give them a big hand. Ladies and gentlemen, now I request Mr. Bernd Spanier, Deputy Head of Mission Delegation of the EU Bangladesh, to give his valuable speech. Mr. Bernd, please come.
Thank you very much. Great pleasure to be here. I have to admit, ever since I visited Chittagong last year, I've become a big fan of the shipping industry here, because it's a fascinating sector. And thank you for the very kind words on what the EU is doing. Let me just say that shipping is such a fascinating sector because it's the backbone of global trade. So around 80% of the world trade in goods is carried by the international shipping industry. And European ship owners run about 40% of the world's merchant fleet and operate shipping services all over the world. And this includes the trade between the EU and Bangladesh. As was said correctly, European Union is Bangladesh's largest export market. And as a result, the shipping industry plays a critical role in transporting your exports to the EU. In doing so, the shipping sector has directly supported the export industry, and with it the jobs, the growth, and the rising standards of living this country has seen in the past decades. So it's also an important sector in other parts of our daily lives. I mean, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the shipping industry was vital when it was supplying the world with food and medicine. It was at a time when many of the planes were stalled on the fields, but the ships were running. So far, so good. But I would also like to focus on the climate aspect of the maritime transportation. So trade between countries and continents, when you look at it, shipping is actually the most eco-friendly way of transportation, at least when you compare it to aviation, for instance. But still, it doesn't come without problems. So maritime transport emits approximately 940 million tons of carbon dioxide annually, and this is about 2.5% of the global greenhouse emissions in the world. So if this sector was a country, it would be the 6th largest emitter in the world. I have to repeat that. If the shipping industry was a country, it would be the 6th biggest polluter in the world. And this is because mostly the use of heavy fuel oil. This is the most widely used fuel in the maritime sector. This fuel is particularly polluting, and it emits greenhouse gases such as sulfur dioxide that are very, very harmful to human health and the ecosystem. So the use of these kind of fuels is no longer sustainable from both an ecological point of view, but also from an economical point of view. Therefore, maritime decarbonization has become, we can say that, a global necessity. And as always, when there are global problems, these need global responses. And this is why the European Union played an active role in driving forward the 2023 greenhouse gas strategy of the International Maritime Organization that sets a goal of net zero emissions from ships by and around 2050. So this is a bit more than 2 decades to go, 2.5 decades to go, to become net zero in emissions in this industry. And how do we want to do this? How do we want to achieve this? Well, by using alternative fuels and other technical solutions. And for that, the maritime sector needs investments into energy efficiency and innovative infrastructure, such as green ports. Some EU ship owners have already taken the first step. So the first investments are going into the development of clean solutions such as shoreside electrification. I had to look this up. Shoreside electrification means you can plug in your ship when you're at the port to sort of recharge your facilities. Then there's wind power transport. Modern cargo ships in the future, to a certain degree, will run with a big high-tech sails. And there's the use of fuels based on clean hydrogen. So ports are starting to offer shoreside electrification solutions in Europe already. Some large shipping lines are preparing to operate the ocean container vessels on carbon-neutral e-methanol or sustainable biomethanol, and they do that as soon as possible. To meet the IMO goal of alternative fuels by in the next couple of decades, the Bangladeshi shipping sector can build on the partnership with the European Union as a trusted partner. Because Europe is not only a global leader in shipping, it's also a leader in green transition in the global shipping industry. So concretely, the European Union is supporting IMO to establish a global network of maritime technology cooperation centers in developing countries, and the aim is to help beneficial countries to limit and reduce their greenhouse gas emissions from the shipping sectors through technical assistance and capacity building. So in short, technology transfer. That's what we're offering to you coming from the European Union. Finally, the shipping sector has been an important component, as was mentioned, the EU-Bangladesh Cooperation Agreement back in 2001. It will also be an important priority in the upcoming new generation EU-Bangladesh Partnership Cooperation Agreement. Therefore, the EU will support Bangladesh in driving its green transition in the shipping sector, as we have supported Bangladesh to move forward with renewable energy in the manufacturing sector. Everybody knows this. So, in short, what you have done in the garment sector, having the highest number of green factories in the world, you can also do in the shipping sector, and we are here to help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your valuable speech. Now I request today's special guest, His Excellency Mr. Syed Maruf Ahmed, High Commissioner of Pakistan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, allow me to reciprocate your sentiments with regards to the trade potential, the potential for cooperation in various sectors between Pakistan and Bangladesh. Certainly, there's a lot of potential in our two countries. I can bet my life on it that we are performing well below par, and there's an immense potential for our two countries to really take our cooperation in trade, information technology, and so on and so forth to a very high level. At this point in time, I think we are way below our actual potential. So coming back to the original topic that we are discussing today, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that I speak at the 6th International Marinetech Bangladesh Expo and Dialogue-2024. Your participation in this important event is a testament to our collective dedication towards advancing maritime technology, fostering cross-border business networking, and championing green maritime practices. These efforts are essential as we strive to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030 and aim for net zero emissions by 2050. Maritime technology and the maritime industry play a pivotal role in global trade, economic development, and environmental sustainability. As we navigate the challenges of the 21st century, the importance of the maritime sector in ensuring sustainable development and promoting environmental stewardship becomes increasingly apparent. This expo provides a crucial platform for innovators, policymakers, industry leaders, and scholars to converge, share ideas, and explore state-of-the-art technologies that will shape the future of maritime activities. Business networking, particularly cross-border, is essential for harnessing the full potential of the maritime sector. By fostering closer ties and partnerships, we can enhance our technological capabilities, improve efficiency, and drive economic growth. Pakistan, with its strategic location at the crossroads of Central Asia, South Asia, and the Middle East, is committed to enhancing its maritime infrastructure. The development of Gwadar Port as part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, famously known as CPEC, exemplifies our efforts to boost regional trade and connectivity. Bangladesh too has made remarkable strides in developing its maritime sector. Its focus on sustainable blue economy initiatives aligns well with our shared vision of responsible and eco-friendly maritime development. By working together, we can leverage our maritime resources, foster innovation, and drive economic growth in our respective countries. Pakistan and Bangladesh share a common history and deep-rooted people-to-people linkages that extend beyond our geographic proximity. Our nations have a long tradition of maritime activity, with both countries boasting significant coastlines and strategic ports that are pivotal to regional trade. The collaboration between Pakistan and Bangladesh in green maritime practices, maritime technology, and environment will not only strengthen our bilateral relations, but also contribute towards achieving common goals of regional peace, prosperity, and sustainable development. Green maritime practices are crucial as we strive towards achieving the SDGs by 2030 and net zero emissions by 2050. The maritime industry, being a significant contributor to global greenhouse gas emissions, has a critical role to play in mitigating the climate change. Adopting to green technologies such as cleaner fuels, energy-efficient ships, and advanced waste management is imperative. The pursuit of sustainable maritime practices not only protects our oceans, but also ensures the longevity of the maritime industry. This transition towards a green maritime industry is essential for achieving the SDGs and moving towards a carbon-neutral future. As you engage in dialogue and discussions during the Expo, exchange of knowledge and best practices should be our priority. I encourage all participants to actively seek collaborative opportunities that can lead to mutual benefits, whether it is in the realm of shipbuilding, marine environmental protection, SDGs, and net zero by 2050. There is ample scope to learn from each other's experiences and build synergies. In conclusion, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to Exponent Exhibition Private Limited for organizing this significant event. Your efforts in bringing together diverse stakeholders from around the world are truly commendable. At the same time, I also admire the administration of International Convention City, Bashundhara, for their efficient management. To all the participants, I wish you fruitful deliberations and meaningful engagements. Thank you all.
Bangladesh and France committed to launch regular high-level dialogue to deepen and strategic the devolution of their partnership. Now I request Her Excellency Mrs. Mary to come on stage and please give her valuable speech.
Honorable Secretary, dear Rashidul Haq, organizer of this wonderful event, dear Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to participate as a special guest in the 6th International Marinetech Bangladesh Expo and Dialogue. My sincere congratulations to Exponent Exhibition for orchestrating this significant event within the maritime industry. It reflects a profound commitment to the growth and sustainability of Bangladesh's blue economy, a purpose strongly commended by France. Indeed, France boasts the second largest maritime territory globally, spanning 11 million square meters. I don't know how much this is in inches, I'm sorry. Leveraging this rich heritage, we stand as a prominent leader in blue economy technologies, research and innovation. Our expertise encompasses diverse fields, including marine energies, sustainable fisheries, maritime industry, maritime security, and oceanography. Considering the World Bank Group's projection of a 10-15% annual growth rate in Bangladeshi shipbuilding for the next decade, coupled with the fact that approximately 80% of the population depends on the national blue economy, this French know-how could play a key role in fostering Bangladesh's blue growth. Besides, France will be co-chairing with Costa Rica the next UN Ocean Conference, which will take place in June 2025 in Nice in France. The event will be a key enabler for reaching the 30 by 30 objective, aiming at protecting 30% of terrestrial, inland water, and of coastal and marine areas by 2030. From my perspective, our bilateral cooperation with Bangladesh should be developed on two main pillars: increasing technical cooperation and enhancing business relations. Recognizing that the blue economy is intrinsically linked with business, we emphasize the importance of the private sector in driving innovative solutions for a sustainable world. With its central location in the Indo-Pacific region, Bangladesh will play a more and more pivotal role for the shipping industry. French investors could explore opportunities to enhance port capacities in Chittagong, Mongla, and Paira. France's long-standing tradition in shipbuilding also presents avenues for collaboration with growing local enterprises seeking joint ventures. Concurrently, Bangladesh's leadership in shipbreaking, coupled with its will to align with the Hong Kong Convention compliances, presents fertile ground for French expertise. This event presents an opportunity to facilitate discussions on how the European shipping industry can capitalize on ship recycling facilities in Bangladesh and forge partnerships. Furthermore, recent expressions of interest from French SMEs to assist in enhancing recycling underscore the potential for fruitful collaboration. France stands ready to mobilize the expertise of our leading companies to support Bangladesh in these endeavors. To kickstart these initiatives, we are prepared to mobilize financial instruments provided by the French Ministry of Finance and the French Development Agency. Our bilateral cooperation is also shaped with the aim to strengthening the knowledge of the maritime environment in Bangladesh, as science, research, and education is a key action to ensure truly prosperous and sustainable blue growth. In the promising context of the development of various sectors of the blue economy in Bangladesh, the French government has mobilized an expert in oceanography in the prestigious Dhaka University to provide Bangladesh in the field, to support Bangladesh in the field of marine sciences. This expertise will contribute to provide the government of Bangladesh with the necessary digital and scientific tools to support the anticipated developments with the emergence of the blue economy, while also assigning a fundamental role to French-Bangladeshi cooperation in this process. You may applaud our expert. She's here and she's very much highly devoted to her job. Finally, sustainability is central in our approach, recognizing the imperative of preserving our environment for future generations. I'm pleased to note that this year's conference sessions will focus on the critical issue of green maritime practices to achieve the SDGs 2030 and Net Zero 2050 objectives. It is essential to underscore the importance of fostering eco-friendly approaches within Bangladesh's burgeoning blue economy, as Bangladesh pursues an export-driven growth strategy and aspires to become a developed nation by 2041. Prioritizing sustainability in maritime business practices is key to ensuring the long-term viability of the Bangladesh blue economy, while also aligning with global sustainability targets. I would like to make a plea, which is not written in my speech, but I want to add it. There is a blue economy cell in the administration of Bangladesh. I would be so happy to see it playing an enhanced role. On behalf of the French Embassy in Bangladesh, allow me to extend my warmest wishes for the success of this event. It is my hope that this exhibition will serve as a shared platform for both domestic and international entrepreneurs to foster a deeper interest in greener maritime industries and environmental protection. I firmly believe that this event will be instrumental in positioning Bangladesh as a robust investment destination for its blue economy, bolstered by steadfast support from France. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, now I invite today's chief guest, Rear Admiral Mr. Khurshid Alam, Honorable Secretary Maritime Affairs, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, to launch the 6th International Maritime Expo and Dialogue officially with his valuable space.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, participants of the exponents, good morning and assalamu alaikum. At the onset, let me pay my deepest respect to the father of the nation, who was in fact not only instrumental for initiating the process of commercial trade and shipping in Bangladesh, but actually took very effective actions upon arrival in Bangladesh on 10th of January 1972. In March, he went to USSR, the Indian USSR, and signed a contract on the 21st of March 1972 to clear the Chittagong port from the mines and the ship wreckages and etc. So that was a milestone step, I would say, in the shipping sector, because the port was cleared by the then Soviet Union. 800 people came from the Soviet Union, and out of 800, 799 went back, except one, Mr. Redkin, who died during the salvage operation in the Konopoli River. But the port of Chittagong was made operational by, you can say, by September, October. So that was a great step taken. And not only that, of course, you know that, shipbuilding sector as a whole, we owe much to our father of the nation, because he initiated the process. Now in the shipping sector, today where we stand, in fact, our trade is around $142 billion, export and import together. Out of this, this trade, almost 5,000 ships come from abroad, taking our import and also taking back our exports from Bangladesh. And each year, we are paying almost $9 billion only for the freight, for the foreign shipping. Although UNCTAD rules allow us to carry at least 50% of the cargo on our ships, but unfortunately, we have only 98 ships in our registry, and that's not good enough to carry our own, even half of its cargo. But if we could carry at least 50% of the allotted cargo and keep this $4.5 billion freights in the country, our GDP would have jumped by 1%. So that's an area we all need to think over, prod over, and evaluate where we stand today and where we need to go. Well, you have heard, we have number of ports. Yes, there are some ports which are limited by its draft, especially Mongla. Paira is coming up, even Chittagong is only 9.5 feet. But Matarbari, of course, we have now 14-meter depth, but by that time it will be operational, we can have 18 meter. So 16-meter ships can come in. So that would be a boost definitely to our trade and the foreign business by 2026. as our, the business every year is increasing at a rate of 15% since 2012. 15%. It has got no relationship with GDP. So business is increasing. So we need efficient and effective ports to conduct this business unhindered and with efficiency to the foreign ports, and also minimize delays in our ports. Bangladesh Shipping Corporation, as you have seen earlier, had hardly 6-7 ships, not good enough. We need to probably improve upon that. Shipbuilding sector, yes, it did well in the past. We have exported ships to European Union and also to some of the African countries, even to India. But unfortunately, right now, most of the shipbuilding yards are, not doing very well as expected or as it started. So we need to look into that aspect as well. So where is the blockade? Where is the problem? What do we need to do? We all, the community, the entrepreneurs, the business people must come together with the government to solve this problem so that our shipbuilding sector can take off, not only one and two, all of them, so that we move forward, as a whole. Not only on the shipbuilding sector, also the seafarers or the manpower sector, manning the ships. If you know, out of 12 billion deadweight tonnage of cargo being transported every year by over 100,000 ships all over the world, the 46% of the crew, officers and men, are supplied by only one country, that's Philippines. And that's a great job they are doing, great service for the world. And what is our share? We get ourselves, sometimes ecstatic, saying that we are a riverine country. We also have sea. How much river as per volume we have? Only 15,000 square kilometers. But out at sea we have more than 118,000 square kilometers. So that needs to be looked into. We supply only less than 2% of manpower to the ocean-going ships. So that needs to increase. Because a captain of a ship earns almost $10,000 US per month. It's a lot of money. A tanker captain earns almost $15,000. It can vary up to $20,000. You can just tell me in which job you think honestly you can earn $10,000 per month. We need hundreds of men to go to Saudi Arabia or to Middle East countries to earn that amount of money, which is earned by only one single individual, if he's trained and equipped. We had only one academy in Juldia, now the government has another 5 academies. So there are academies now, right now. So we must, for the youngsters, for the parents, we will also appeal to you. They don't tell your children just to become engineer or doctor, or just send them to America or Canada and Australia, from where they will never come back, because the job opportunities, safety, security, whatever we talk about, all the comforts of life for a young man of 22 years age are there, which is not available in Bangladesh in most cases. So people would hardly leave this comfort zone and come back to Bangladesh after finishing their study. So think about whether we can make Bangladesh something like those countries, especially for the youngsters, early career professionals. So that's a job we must undertake. Otherwise, we don't see much of the thing coming in good shape, Another important sector is, our Excellency has told us, ship recycling, ship breaking. It's a $2 billion industry for Bangladesh. Only 4 countries in the world are doing this ship breaking: Bangladesh, India, Pakistan and China. Only 4 countries. We do 94% of the ship breaking, all these 4 countries. Sometimes Bangladesh is the first, sometimes India is the first. That's the competitive edge. But there is a catch. Hong Kong Convention is coming into force next year in June. So after that, if we do not comply with the Hong Kong Convention, we have 123 shipyards or shipbreaking yards. in Chittagong. We will hardly be able to buy ships. So that must be taken into consideration by all the shipyard owner in Chittagong, that what is to be done. India has doubled its shipbreaking capacity because it has built new shipbreaking centers. We were also supposed to have a shipbreaking yard in Barguna. The decision was taken in 2014, not today. But nothing has moved so far. So let me request my private entrepreneurs, so there is a place there. We can also double our output, $2 billion to $4 billion, if we would like to invest in the shipbuilding yards, shipbreaking yards. And also another important aspect is tourism, coastal tourism, cruise liner tourism. In our more than 50 years of our life, as an independent country, or even before, we never had a cruise ship coming to Bangladesh so far. But coastal tourism, yes, at least one ship visited in 2017, Silver Discoverer. But we need to gear up and bring more ships. The only problem the shipping sector as a whole we are facing is lack of our awareness. Much of our people don't know, understand the shipping. We only go to beach when during, I keep saying this, honeymoon time, In honeymoon time, both of them are new. They need to see each other more than the sea itself. So we take bath in the knee-deep water in Cox's Bazar and we say, okay, we have seen Bay of Bengal. That's not the way you see the ship, this sector as a whole. We need to continuously evaluate our performance in this sector because there is so much room for improvements and increase our earning and contribute to our GDP. Of course, we have to remember sustainability. That's the Sustainable Development Goals main aim by 2030. Yes, sustainability depends on three things, only three things: economy, ecology, and society. Economy, well, you see, economy doesn't need much things. You have to be efficient, you have to be competitive, your economy will grow. Look at our garments and pharmaceutical industry. We are efficient, we are competitive in the whole world, and our economy is growing on the garment sector or the pharmaceutical industry. We are almost second or third in the garments in the whole world. So that's a credit to be taken. So economy is doing all right. What about the society? But society is also aligned with the economy only, that okay, GDP is growing, is okay, it's fine. Society is not looking towards the blue economy aspect of Bangladesh. Because if you have a garments industry, you get loan from the banks very easily. Very easy to get 200 to 300 crore taka and set up a small, medium-sized garments industry. And you will start making profit within 3 to 5 years' time. So the youngest son of the big entrepreneurs, when he earns money, he buys the best of the car in Dhaka city. He has the most modern flat, and he also has the most beautiful wife. So a young man of 30 years old, he has a beautiful car, a beautiful fleet, and a beautiful wife. Why does he go to the sea where, water is so muddy, you can't even see the fish moving in Bangladesh? So that's where is the competition. I have been trying for the last 10, 12 years. Since 2012, we have won our battle with Myanmar in the sea. To take our entrepreneurs towards the sea, to employ more, to invest more towards the blue economy field. But the sort of incentives I am getting is not very much. So the society also needs to become aware. And for that, let me also tell you that most of the mariners present here or present in Singapore, we don't write even the newspaper. The newspaper and the electronic media is owned also by the few industrialists only. So they only publish news whichever interests them. And if you see every year carry out an evaluation, hardly maybe 10 minutes time in a year is given by electronic media to the industries of the sea, or to the problem of the sea, or to the issues of the blue economy. So that's a very, very difficult figure to reconcile. But that's the reality. You and me, we can only say, we can only discuss, but we cannot change the society as a whole. But finally, sustainability also depends on ecology, It's not only economy, society, but also ecology. Ecologically, we are not doing very good. In 2002, we banned the single-use manufacture of single-use plastic. But today you see there are a lot of plastics in Bangladesh. Implementation-wise, we are lagging behind. The sea is getting polluted, so is the river. So we must initiate, and that's also the responsibility of the society. Unless our boys and girls in the schools, colleges and universities, what is to be done with the plastic, whether this bottle or plastic bags, they are going to end up at sea. And today, there are almost 150 million metric tons of plastic out at sea, not only in the Bay of Bengal. But by 2050, it is projected that it will be around 850 million of plastic, metric tons of plastic. Whereas the fish is only 812 or something. So there will be more plastic than fish in 2050, when I will not be there anyway. I'm only 70 years old. Your children, if they go to sea, they will find more plastic in their net than the fish. The society needs to wake up to the requirement of ecology. Very close to Dhaka city, look at Buriganga river. Look at other rivers, there is no oxygen, there is no fish. These rivers must be brought back. And how can we bring it back? Is the government efforts alone would be good enough? Not really. Society must wake up. In the 1980s, when we grew up, when we were young people, we saw in 100,000 people one cancer patient. But right now, maybe every 1,000 there are 2 to 3, 5 cancer patients. Why is it so? We need to ask ourselves that our environment, our waters are getting polluted. And that's why these sort of, diseases are coming back to us and costing us much more money. So GDP growth is all right. Everybody wants to have double-digit growth, It's 9%, 10% is okay. But if we forget about ecology, then this will be the situation. So I will appeal to all the entrepreneurs, to the societies, to all those who are from Bangladesh and also who are from abroad, that it should be GDP plus ecology. That means we must give due importance to GDP, also the ecology of the rivers and the sea. Only then the society can live in peace, can grow in peace, and have the marginal happiness at the end of the day. So finally, let me say that Honorable Prime Minister has given us a task that by 2041 we should be a developed country. We should be a smart Bangladesh. To have that vision to be materialized, or to be in a sort of a smart Bangladesh, we need smart people. We need skilled people. We don't need talk shops, We have talk shops in the electronic media from 7 at night till 2 a.m. in the morning. Doesn't help much. But we need skilled manpower who can go to sea, run the ship, build the ship, bring more ships for recycling, create manpower for these jobs as I stated. Only then we will be able to fulfill the aspirations of the blue economy as well as the aspirations of the Honorable Prime Minister and the government of Bangladesh to become a smart Bangladesh by 2041. I do believe that we have that capability. You have that merit. You have that entrepreneurial skill. Only thing we need to put into practice and implement what is good for Bangladesh, not personally for me, not personally for you. Only then we can probably cherish the goal of 2041 and start working right now. There is no time to delay. And I can tell you that God Almighty has given us a very beautiful piece of land. Very small area, but we do produce a lot of food, you know. Not only fish, food and other even vegetables, fish and everything. We are almost in the top 5 in the world. Not only in garments, but also in production. That's we need to keep up. But keep up so that we also keep up with our knowledge about the sea. The Ministry of Education has taken steps to introduce in the curriculum of class 6 to 10 or 12th class ocean literacy. Work is going on. Hopefully, if we can improve the ocean literacy in the schools and colleges, people will know what is the sea. Now, right now, people don't know that you can't drink seawater. It is so salty. It's only the coastal areas they know, but not the country's hinterland. You know? And those are our difficulties. We have to overcome those difficulties. They are identified. If they are identified, I think we should initiate appropriate strategy to overcome those and become a smart country by 2041. Let me also thank all the participants of the Expo and also the organizer who is doing it for quite some time. I'm sure if he continues with a good load of people, with a good committee, you know, then 2016 when he will have the next one, he will see a much better exponent on the maritime sectors. We have some of this, many of the people have not come today's one, but we hope to see them in the next one in 2026. And I can tell you that this area has a lot of potentials. Only thing we need to put in our best. And let me also thank the people who have worked here, and they will continue to work here for next 3 days. Wish you all the best and all the success, and thank you very much for inviting me today to be here. And thank you, Excellencies, also for coming. Thank you very much. Jai Bangla.
Now I request to this all guests, please come on front and start this event by cutting ribbon.
Okay, please start. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Actually, over the next 3 days, we'll be discussing amongst ourselves the how we can, progress in terms of sustainable marine activities, sustainable maritime activity. It is wonderful. It is great.
How your opinion like Exponet? It seems to be 14 years this event organized. You suggest next.
Actually, it is for the first time that I've participated in this event. It has been happening over the years, but I think it has a good scope, and we need to see more participants. That is something which I found a bit missing here. I wish we had more participants, Inshallah. Especially the Norwegians. They are the biggest, one of the biggest shipping countries, and they are also very into this sustainable and renewable energy use even in the shipping industry. But all in all, I think it was a wonderful event. It is a wonderful event. It is going to continue for the next 3 days.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
আমি এটা বলতে চাই যে এটা খুবই একটা ভালো উদ্যোগ, একটা নতুন উদ্যোগ, কারণ মেরিটাইম সেক্টরকে বাংলাদেশের মানুষ অনেকেই এর সম্বন্ধে জানে না যে কি কি জিনিস আছে না আছে, এবং এখানে যারা পার্টিসিপেন্ট আছে খুবই ভালো পার্টিসিপেন্ট হয়েছে। আমি আশা করি ভবিষ্যতে এটা আরও বড় পরিসরে জমকালোভাবে করা দরকার, যাতে করে মেরিন সেক্টরে যে সমস্ত ঘাটতি আছে সেই ঘাটতিগুলো আমরা তুলে ধরতে পারি এবং যে প্রাপ্তি আছে আমাদের সেগুলো আমরা দেশের মানুষকে জানাতে পারি।
I think it's a very important event because maritime sector is one of the key sectors for the country and also for our relations with Bangladesh, because as it was mentioned by many today, the EU is the biggest export destinations for Bangladesh goods, for the garment sector, for instance. And the main means of transport is via cargo ships. So this is an essential thing in our relations, and we as European Union want to help Bangladesh in making a transition to a more greener future of the maritime sector. Yeah, I'm very happy you have this expo, because if you look at the future, what we need is innovation. And innovation comes when you share technology. And you share technology at events like this, where you showcase, greener ways of, constructing ships, the discuss about fuel efficiency and also using green fuel. So an expo like this is a key factor in upgrading the whole industry, and I hope you will have many more in the future, and we are happy to join.
Basically সকালে opening ceremony and others, so that was very fantastic. Actually the guys they talked about the decarbonizations and other. We have a very good feelings about that, and our main motto, which is you are saying that the clean shipping, reduce carbon emission, protect the biodiversity and preserve fuel. Okay, so we are working on that, and basically we are working on that with a solution with paints. Okay, every maritime assets which are going through the sea water, inland water, they need to do the paintings to protect it from corrosion. Okay, and there are other things like fouling, which can reduce the vessel's efficiency, fuel efficiency and the speed. So we are we are a Norwegian company working worldwide. We are having exposure around 100 countries. So we are working on such products which can basically eliminate the fouling from the ship's hull. Actually, we are working on a clean hull. Today is the first day, so the spectators, and today is also working day in Bangladesh. So the spectators which we expect is low till now, but hopefully at the afternoon or basically the coming 2 days there will be weekends. So people will come, and obviously I think from last year's experience, this year there are less stalls or less sessions. Actually, last year we saw that there are many sessions ongoing. In 3 days there are several sessions. Many people are coming, but this year actually the expectation was higher. Actually, they are doing a very good job till now. Okay, and we have very good experience with them. Our suggestion is to basically engage more people. Okay. That they are trying to engage the government bodies, different government bodies. Okay, that is and also there are some private organizations they can work with, and if we can engage, Exponet can engage more people, actually this kind of programs will be more successful.
খুব ভালো লাগতেছে এখানে আমরা আমাদের এই কর্ণফুলী শিপ বিল্ডার্স লিমিটেড অংশগ্রহণ করে নিজেকে ধন্য মনে হচ্ছে এবং খুবই ভালো লাগতেছে। এখানে বিভিন্ন ফরেনার, বিভিন্ন ধরনের জিনিস, রাষ্ট্রদূত, তারপরে যা হচ্ছে আমাদের পররাষ্ট্রমন্ত্রী, সবাই এসেছে এবং তারা সব কিছু দেখেছে। আর আমাদের কোম্পানিটা হচ্ছে মূলত শিপ বিল্ডার্স কোম্পানি, কর্ণফুলী শিপ বিল্ডার্স লিমিটেড। আমাদের 2টা ইয়ার্ড আছে। আমাদের একটা ইয়ার্ড হচ্ছে কর্ণফুলী নদীর তীরে কর্ণফুলী শিপ বিল্ডার্স, এবং আমাদের কর্ণফুলী ড্রাইডক। আর এছাড়া আমাদের আছে বন্দর নারায়ণগঞ্জের কয়লারঘাট, আমাদের সেখানে অনেক বড় বিশাল ইয়ার্ড আছে। আর আমরা মূলত কাজ করে থাকি শিপ তৈরি, ড্রেজার তৈরি, ফেরি। আদারওয়াইজ আমাদের এই কোম্পানি সুনামের সহিত আমাদের প্রায় 1200-র উপরে শিপ তৈরি করেছে। আর এছাড়া আমাদের হ্যান্ডিং অনেকগুলো কাজ আছে। মোংলা পোর্ট, যেটা বাংলাদেশে এখনও করে নাই, পাইলট মাদার ভেসেল। আর এরপরও আপনাকে আরেকটা কথা বলি, চট্টগ্রাম পোর্টে একটা বিদেশি পতাকাবাহী জাহাজ মাল সহকারে সমস্যা আটকে গেছিলো, সেটা খালাস আমাদের কর্ণফুলী ড্রাইডকে হয়েছিল। সকাল থেকে ভিজিটর আলহামদুলিল্লাহ এই মোটামুটি অনেক ভিজিটরই ছিল। এখন একটু লাঞ্চ সবাই হয়তো একটু লাঞ্চ টাইমটাই এখন এই মুহূর্তে ভিজিটরগুলা এই মোটামুটি কিছুটা কম। তারা যেভাবে আগাচ্ছে বা যেভাবে সুন্দরভাবে করতেছে, যদি এটা যদি আরও প্রচারের মধ্যে দেখা গেছে যে হয়তো যে কয়েকটা কোম্পানি আসছে সেগুলোর মধ্যেই এই তারা হয়তো জানে তারা আসতেছে, এটাকে আরও কিভাবে প্রচার করা যায়, যে একটা সেমিনার হয় যে ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট, যেটার মাধ্যমে অন্যান্য ফরেনার তারপরে দেশি বিদেশি সবাই যাতে ভিজিটররা যাতে এসে এবং বাংলাদেশের সাথে ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য আরও সুন্দরভাবে করতে পারে, সেটা আমি বলি যে মনে করি যে তারা যাতে আর কীভাবে সুন্দর করা যায় তারা যদি একটু সুন্দরভাবে খেয়াল রাখে।
আচ্ছা, বেটেক শিপ বিল্ডার্স মূলত একটা জাহাজ নির্মাণ কোম্পানি, যেটা এর সাথে ইনহাউস আমাদের জাহাজ ডিজাইন, তারপর আমাদের নিজস্ব শিপইয়ার্ডের জাহাজ তৈরি, তারপর আমাদের আরেকটা সার্ভিস আছে সেটা হচ্ছে এনডিটি সার্ভিস, যেটা নন ডিস্ট্রাকটিভ টেস্টিং, ভিজুয়ালি হতে পারে, আলট্রাসনিক এবং থিকনেস গেজিং, এই ধরনের কাজ বেটেক সার্ভিস দিয়ে থাকে। আমার মতে এটা যেহেতু ইন্টারন্যাশনাল মেরিনটেক এক্সপো, এখানে যেহেতু ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কথাটা যুক্ত আছে, সেখানে আমার মনে হয় যে ইন্টারন্যাশনালি আরও বিভিন্ন দেশকে যুক্ত করা উচিত। এখানে ওদের দেশে যে টেকনোলজি আছে, আমাদের দেশের যে টেকনোলজি আসে, যখন দুইটা দেশ থেকে লোক আসবে তখন এটা পরিচিত হতে পারবো ভালো, আমরা নতুন প্রযুক্তির সাথে পরিচিত হতে পারবো। ওদের যদি কোনো প্রযুক্তি বেটার থাকে, আমরা ওইটা নিয়ে আমরা আমাদের দেশকে বা আমাদের কোম্পানিকে আমরা ডেভেলপ করতে পারবো। সর্বোপরি টেকনোলজি ডেভেলপমেন্ট মেন কান্ট্রি ডেভেলপমেন্ট, এটা বলতে পারেন।
এক্সপেকটেশন বলতে আমরা এর আগেও ফেয়ার করছে, এক্সিবিশন করা হয়েছে, আর আইসিসিবিদের ফেয়ারগুলো ভিজিটর এক্সপেক্টেডই আসে, তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো, এখানের এক্সিবিশনগুলো সবসময় ভালো হয়। আমার কোনো অবজেকশন নাই, ইভেন তাদের বিহেভিয়ার থেকে শুরু করে তারা যথেষ্ট হেল্পফুল, কোনো প্রবলেম হলে তারা দেখছে, ইভেন ছোটোখাটো বিষয় যেটাই হোক না কেন তারা অনেক হেল্পফুল, আর তাদের কাজে আমরা সন্তুষ্ট।
আমাদের এক্সপেকটেশন আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালো। আমরা যে উদ্দেশ্যে আসছি, আমরা আমাদের সার্ভিসটা জানানোর জন্য এবং অন্যরা কি সার্ভিস দিচ্ছে সেটা গ্যাদার করার জন্য, এটা থেকে আমরা কীভাবে উপকৃত হতে পারি এই আলোকে আমরা আমাদের যে সার্ভিসটা দিচ্ছিলাম অ্যাসবেস্টস নিয়ে, যেটা বর্তমানে খুবই ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট একটা ইস্যু, কারণ অ্যাসবেস্টসের যে ক্ষতিকর দিক এটা সাধারণ মানুষকে জানানো এবং বাংলাদেশে যে এই সার্ভিসটা আছে সেটাও সবাইকে জানানোর জন্য আমাদের আশা। আমরা এখানে যা দেখতেছি আরও কিছু যদি স্টল আসতো, আরও কয়েকটা কোম্পানি আসতো এবং ওদের কাছে যদি এই মেসেজটা পৌঁছানো যায়, ইন ফিউচার বিভিন্ন শিপিং, আমরা যেহেতু শিপ রিলেটেড কাজ করি, হ্যাজার্ডাস মেটেরিয়ালস নিয়ে কাজ করি, এই রিলেটেড বিভিন্ন ফ্যাক্টরি, তারপরে পাওয়ার প্লান্ট, বিভিন্ন শিপিং এজেন্ট এবং বিভিন্ন শিপ ওনারদের যদি আরও এঙ্গেজ করা যায়, ব্যাপারটা আরও হেল্পফুল হবে এবং আরও ইনক্রিজ হবে।
Ourselves is Mac and Home Marine Equipments. We are from India, Kerala, and we are here to exhibit our marine hydraulic steering system. So basically what our steering system does, it helps a ship or any marine vessel to maneuver. I suggest that last time there were more participants. Last time also we had a stall here, and this time the stalls are much less. So next time try to participate more people.
I'm interested next time participate.
Yes, we will be interested in this.
বিশেষ করে আমরা তো ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল মেশিন নিয়ে কাজ করি, তো আমরা সবসময় চেষ্টা করি যে এক্সপোনেট সাধারণত এই ধরনের এক্সিবিশনগুলো আয়োজন করে থাকে, তো আমরা সবসময় থাকার চেষ্টা করি, পার্টিসিপেট করার চেষ্টা করি।
কত বড় ছিলেন বিটে?
আমরা আজ 4 বছর ধরে আপনাদের সাথে আছি এবং সবসময় একটা ভালো রেসপন্স পাই এখান থেকে। আসলে যারা উদ্যোক্তা হতে চায় বা যারা ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল মেশিন নিয়ে কাজ করতে চায় বা যারা নিজেদেরকে স্বাবলম্বী করতে চায় বিভিন্নভাবে, তো তাদের জন্য এটা একটা খুব বড় সুযোগ। শুধুমাত্র যে আমরা যারা মেশিন নিয়ে কাজ করছি বা যারা বিভিন্ন কোম্পানির যারা এসেছে, শুধুমাত্র তাদের জন্য সুযোগ না, যারা এখানে যারা এখানে উদ্যোক্তা হইতে চায় বা যারা কোনো স্কোপ খুঁজছে নিজের কিছু করে দেখানোর মতো, সবার জন্য আসলে এখানে একটা ভালো সুযোগ আছে এই ধরনের এক্সপোতে আসলে। আমি অবশ্যই স্যাটিসফাইড এবং এইখানে এক্সপোনেট সাথে আমরা প্রায় 5-6 বছর ধরে আছি। আমরা চেষ্টা করি তাদের সব আয়োজনে একসাথে থেকে আসলে এগিয়ে যাওয়ার জন্য। তো আমরা সত্যি স্যাটিসফাইড এক্সপোনেটের যে আয়োজনগুলো করছে সব দিক থেকে আমরা স্যাটিসফাইড।
Today feel very good, and we come to Bangladesh to see the shipbuilding industry here. We have the hopeful for the good. Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Are you satisfied with this expo?
Yes.
Please explain me your company products.
Okay.
Actually, we are a trading company, yes, from China, and our products include most of the marine equipment. But the main products are for four systems: deck machinery, propulsion system, and also decoration. Also some engine room machines. I think that this time we have seen some clients here. Once again, it's very good for us to build good relationship with them. It's good opportunities for us too.
আমাদের কাস্টমাররা তো বেসিক্যালি ইম্পোর্টার অ্যান্ড এক্সপোর্টাররাই তো আমাদের কাস্টমার। তো তারা যেহেতু জানতে পারে, জানার পরেই তো এই জিনিসটাতে আসতে পারে। তো জানার জন্য যা যা করার দরকার বিভিন্ন ধরনের মার্কেটিং অ্যাডভার্টাইজিং করে তারপরে আমরা যেহেতু স্টল দিছি তো ওরা আসবে, এরপরে আমরা আমাদের সার্ভিস প্রোভাইড করব।
So far it's so good. We got enough time to settle down ourselves and design our stall. So we got huge response, but we expect more than that. To be very honest and very frank, this is the first time we are with the Exponet, but other organizations সাথে আমরা কাজ করেছি মেলায়, but our expectation was a bit high. Exponet থেকে আমরা অনেক হাই এক্সপেক্ট করেছিলাম. We think and we suggest to be very well organized. আর অনেক কিছু মডারেশনের দরকার আছে to get huge crowd and audience.
তো আমরা পায়রা থেকে, মংলা থেকে, চিটাগং থেকে আমরা যারা এসেছি সবাই একসাথে হয়ে সবাইকে চিনতে পারছি, সবাইদের ভিউজটা দিতে পারছি, ইম্পোর্টারদের গাইডলাইনটা আমরা একটা টেবিলে বসে অনেকটা সলিউশন দিতে পারছি তারা যা চায়। তো এগুলো তো অনেক বড় পাওয়া, খুবই ভালো লাগে। আমি তাদেরকে একটা রিকোয়েস্ট রাখবো, ঢাকায় করেছেন, কারণ আমাদের সম্মানিত ইম্পোর্টার এক্সপোর্টাররা সবাই ঢাকায়। একই এই ধরনের একটা অর্গানাইজড করা একটা ফেয়ার যদি তারা চিটাগংয়েও করেন তাহলে আমার মনে হয় তাদের সাড়াটা আরও বেশি পাবে।
আমরা আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালোই সাড়া পেয়েছি, যেটুকু পেয়েছি। যেমন আজকে তো একটা বিজি ডে অ্যান্ড যেহেতু উইকের লাস্ট ডে, সেক্ষেত্রে মানুষজন একটু কম আছে, কিন্তু যারা এসেছেন অবশ্যই ইম্পর্টেন্ট মানুষজনই এসেছেন, ভালোই লেগেছে। ফার্স্ট টাইম বাংলাদেশে যে ক্লিয়ারিং অ্যান্ড ফরওয়ার্ডিং সেক্টরটা নিয়ে একটা এক্সপো করছেন, অ্যান্ড সেখানে আমাদের মতো একটা কোম্পানি যদি নাই আসতে পারে, এটা তো কোনো কথাই হলো না। আপনি কি স্যাটিসফাইড দিস এক্সপো? অবশ্যই, এত বছর বিজনেস করে সিএনএফ সেক্টরে এখন যদি আপনাদের এই ফার্স্ট টাইম সিএনএফ এক্সপোতে না আসতে পারি তাহলে তো কথাই নাই। আর স্যাটিসফ্যাকশনের দিক থেকে এনাফ ভালো ছিল,
অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্টটা অনেক ভালো ছিল। আমার মনে হয় এই জাস্ট কমিউনিকেশানগুলো আর একটু নাইসলি হইলে পারে আরও বেটার হবে। তবে আমাদের যেটা ওভারঅল এই সাপোর্ট, সেই সাপোর্টটা ভেরি নাইস ছিল।
আমার স্যাটিসফাইড মনে হচ্ছে যে যেভাবে আগাচ্ছে, হ্যাঁ সেটা ফিউচার অবশ্য তারা আরও ভালো কিছু করতে পারবে।
I think what Exponet is here representing over here for the last 14 years, this kind of expo, organizing this kind of expo, it's actually promoting our maritime sector like very high regard. Our maritime sector is not up to that kind of regards, especially in Bangladesh. I think this kind of organizing this kind of expo will show ourselves, which will also represent us in many ways. I think Exponet is doing a very good job in this case, and I think that this should continue for the future also.
Till now I feel happy because the big gathering, various organization participate in this program and we are the part, so we feel happy.
Are you satisfied this expo?
Still not satisfied.